Hi, I'm Matt Birch from Heavy Spectrum, here to talk about Shadow of the Beast.
I'm James Hawkins from Worldwide Studios, also here to talk about Shadow of the Beast.
So this is Arbron and Zelik. At the start of the game, Arbron is very much a captive. He's just a pawn for the evil people within this world, Malatoth and Zelik. And it's represented very literally with him being an animal on a leash. You've got quite a lot of moves in your arsenal. You've got the basic attack moves that if you get the timing just right, you can get these perfect strikes. But also, you're able to do counters, and block is incredibly powerful. A hint to anybody who wants to play the game and do really well at it, use block. When you have all three blood bars full, then you get this ability, as you mentioned, the Rage Chain, which allows you to expend your blood, and you get the option to go and kill the opponents with single strikes. And it becomes really important. It's not the best way to score points, but the enemies can't defend themselves, so you have a real choice between whether or not you aim for your platinums and so on by using all of the fine-tuned combat controls, or you use the Rage Chain to be able to dispatch them quite quickly, which, when you're low on health or you're in danger, becomes a really, really great choice to take. But I mean, it just looks awesome as well. One of the key specials in terms of your early plays in the game is using the ability to gain health from your enemies. And that, as you can see in the corner, is using up my blood. And if I manage to successfully perform this, what we call frenzy moment, I gain health back from the enemy. But yeah, score is another huge factor in this game, and really once you start to get good at it, you want to accumulate score, and it becomes the focus of all of the engagement. It allows you to buy things in our Wisdom of Shadows, which is an area which has got lots of upgrades for Beast and lots of special features and extras.
Obviously going through this level, the grass looked phenomenal, and then we have this great transition into an entirely different kind of feeling.
Yeah, I mean, narratively, the idea is that you are actually beginning to, you've gone through paradise and destroyed it, and the world is naturally starting to get darker. I mean, it's perhaps artistic ambition to actually sort of express the story through the world. And throughout the game, we explore different ways of this platforming becoming important to you. I mean, it's important to realise that it's not just a combat game. There's exploration in here, there's puzzles in here, and those are all part of the makeup that give it, hopefully, a engaging character for people to come and play. You've probably noticed it's been reasonably two-dimensional up to this stage.
Well, we've been moving like left and right, and now we've moved like up and down, so I'm guessing now we're going to move, well, I know we're going to move in and out, so let's jump in the teleport.
And yeah, I mean, this is one of the things that is just lovely about working with a 2.5D game. You get to frame these incredible sort of journeys throughout, and these teleporters that we encountered earlier in the level are now active, so solving that machine puzzle was actually really has opened up new ways of navigating in the level.
One of the things we haven't shown yet is the smart bomb, basically. I think we should show the smart bomb here.
Okay.
It gets us out of the fight, but basically, well, when we're surrounded anyway, the smart bomb is good.
So I will now use one.
There we go. That's a good way of trimming the enemies down.
That does buy you a window. I mean, and it's great because it's instant. All the enemies are different as well. Each level has its own version of enemies with nuances to their attacks. So, I guess it's kind of like playing a one-on-one beat-em-up. You've got to learn the nuances of every enemy to really be able to master them. I think we should probably stop there before we reveal too much.
Yeah, I think let's leave it here today. There's loads for people to find if they pick up the game, as we hope they will. If you didn't play the original game, you're at no disadvantage at all, because it's a totally new game in its own right. Yeah, like I said, we really hope you'll give it a go.
But if you really want to get into it, you're going to have to play it on Beast difficulty, and that's quite brutal.